PayPal scammed me out of almost $9,000, and I'm about to tell you how it happened. Let's get into it. So just for some background, it started about 3 months ago. I got a text from who I thought was a friend of mine and had done legit business before. His name is Noah, and here's his Instagram. I'm exposing him, I don't care. You don't try to scam your friends or anybody for any amount of money. He reached out to me around the July 4th time, and he said, hey man, I have a really good deal for you on some wholesale. Now, at Soul Swapping, we do deals for one shoe, we do deals for hundreds of shoes, it doesn't really matter. As long as the price is right. And this one made a lot of sense, but it was something that wasn't too good to be true. It was just a really good deal at the time. Around this time, the Military Blues had just released the 2024 pair, and at the time they were going for around below retail for all men's sizes. And a lot of people were getting them for a lot cheaper in bulk, and this was an opportunity that I saw whenever I got this list from him, that it was 56 pairs of Jordan 4 Military Blues, sizes 7.5 all the way through 13, and the offer was around $175 a pair, which was pretty good. We negotiated it down to around $165 a pair, and we agreed. As you can see on the screenshot, we're gonna post all the screenshots and everything to prove what happened. Once we agreed, he asked me how I could pay. When I do legit business with someone, I'm more inclined to pay them before the product gets here. The deal just kind of felt a little weird. Can't really explain why it felt that way, but usually when the deal feels weird or it is too good to be true, it's something that's a red flag, and this was my first red flag, is that he was very quick to say yes to my offer. It was around $165 a pair, which was 10 off times 56. So he's missing out on, what is that? $560 right there. But the price was already pretty good, so I felt like it was a really solid number. And with us had been doing legit business before, I thought it was a good time to pull the trigger. I told him though that I wasn't gonna pay through Wire, Zelle, or anything like that. I was only gonna pay through PayPal, goods and services, which, as you guys may or may not know, which we'll get into later, has been the only way realistically to send money safely. Just because PayPal offers a buyer protection program to where, you know, if they don't ship the product or you get scammed out of fake product and you put in a claim number, they will be able to get you reimbursed. So he said that was totally okay. He even suggested to do PayPal goods and services just to protect myself, which is exactly what he says in this screenshot right here. So that's just a little bit of background information on how this all started. I bought $9,000 worth of Military Blue Jordan 4s, and let's get to the part where the actual incident occurred. Now, this is what happened after the money was sent. I said, all right, just let me know, can you ship today? And he said, yes, I'll be able to ship today. I will have DHL schedule a pickup to pick up so that they could drive it. You know, knowing this particular individual does a lot of bulk overseas shipments as well. Around the United States is what I was told with his warehouse. He had sent me pictures of his warehouse and pictures of inventory on pallets that were going in and out from shipments and stuff, which I thought was a little weird that we would pick DHL of anything, but maybe it was just, you know, the way he did business, and that's up to him how he does it, because I didn't pay for, you know, the labels or anything. He can obviously do whatever he wants with how he gets it to me, as long as he gets it to me. I said, okay, no worries, sounds good. Just let me know when they're picked up or a tracking number or updating or anything like that. He said, okay, great, sounds good. I continue to contact him throughout the next couple days, and interestingly enough, he tries to get me to buy a list of Travis Scott fragments as well. Now, this list was a pretty good list as well. It was pretty much a size run of each. We agreed to around, like, I think it was around 15 to 17,000. I'll double check and we'll put it on the screen, but we had agreed to another deal, you know, in my head because of what I had thought about the first deal. I just wanted it to go through smoothly, whatever, first before I did the next one. So I told him that, okay, let's just have that deal locked in for whenever these Military Blues come in, and I will pay you for that as well, and then we'll get that deal done. He said, perfect, that's fine, no worries. A couple of days go by, I haven't gotten an update from him, so I reached back out to him continuously. Hey, what are we looking like? What's going on? He said, let me check. We haven't had any updates from our DHL manager, which is weird. So we're gonna put you in an email chain with him and I to see if we can get it figured out. So he puts me in an email chain with him and the DHL guy. You know, we don't know even to this day if that's a real email to a real person or if it's just a fake DHL email. It's been about 5 days, so I was like, all right, well, maybe, you just delay pickup, no worries, like it's all good. In my mind this whole time, I'm like, well, even if stuff goes sideways, it is what it is. I paid through goods and services, so I'll be able to get my money back, no worries. Fast forward, you can see through the email chain, I kept following up, and after about 2 weeks of continuing to follow up, I said I would like my money back. The seller, Noah, responded to this request of mine by saying, yes, like I will send you your money back. I don't know what's wrong with my DHL contact. In response to this, he responded to our email chain, as you can see here, saying that it's ridiculous that this DHL employee hasn't picked up the shipment and now I have to refund my client or my customer because you haven't done your job, essentially, is what he says in the email. Now, there have been 5, 6 emails in this email chain for over 2 weeks or a week and a half now. No response from this other email. So now I'm getting to the point where I don't think that anything is legit. Once I got that feeling, I decided not to wait and I filed a PayPal claim with PayPal to get my money back because obviously the seller never shipped, never provided any tracking information, and no proof of delivery, which you guys will see now as we get into the third part, what PayPal offers on their buyer protection program and how they ended up scamming me. Here's where it gets interesting. I filed a claim with PayPal because obviously the seller never shipped. He even said that he would refund me, but the refund never came and I didn't want to wait on it. So I decided that I was just going to file the claim with PayPal. Paid through goods and services should be covered through their buyer protection program. Now, if you get into the nitty-gritty of the PayPal buyer protection program, it says that there are 2 steps that have to be fulfilled in order for the buyer to be protected. Number 1, there has to be no proof that was a meetup locally or the seller or the merchant fulfilled its part of the deal by delivering the product to the buyer. Or number 2 is that there has to be a proof of shipment and a proof of delivery. It has to be both in order to fulfill their obligation as the merchant. But if it's not fulfilled, then that buyer is inclined to or should be protected by this buyer protection program that they have. This has been known forever in the sneaker market, that the safest way to buy and sell sneakers with your money taken care of, as well as just protected from scams and people that are bad actors in the community, that is the best way to do so. It has always been known that way. PayPal goods and services has always been the way. Ever since I started sneakers about 12 years ago, all the way till now. Interestingly enough, I filed a claim and PayPal denied the claim. As you can see right here. It took them about 14 days. They declined my claim. Now, I remember exactly where I was when it happened or when I got the news that they had declined it, and I ran straight to my bank. The reason why I think this claim got denied was because of some interesting stuff that happened on PayPal's side within the last 6 months. Back in April, there was an update to the buyer protection program terms and conditions. If you go look, there was an added clause, a couple clauses added near the bottom of the page of the buyer protection program, which we're going to scroll to right here. You guys can see that if an item was intended for resale, then it is not covered through the buyer protection program via PayPal goods and services. This is incredibly devastating news for the sneaker community, and I honestly don't think 90 to 95% of people know that this exists. PayPal is not going to cover your purchases through the buyer protection program goods and services as they have for as long as I've known, since April of this year, because of what I think is the reason why. About a year ago, I think it was, this case with Zeta Kicks. If you guys know who that is, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. We will leave the full article in the description below if you guys want to go read up on it. Essentially, this guy out of Oregon, a huge reseller for the longest time, he used this Ponzi pyramid scheme of taking people's money to pay people back on pre-orders, and he used PayPal goods and services, or just PayPal in general, for all of his dealings. Over $1 million in chargebacks, over hundreds and hundreds of customers lost money, and it was one of the largest sneaker scams ever. That is why I think PayPal added these terms and conditions into their buyer protection program, because they did not want to lose close to nearly as much as I know that they probably lost as the merchant or the payment processor in the Zeta Kicks case. Not knowing this, I went straight to my banker. Shout out to my banker, you're the best. I looked at him and I said, I think that I'm about to get scammed for $9,000. He said, what's going on? I explained to him the situation. We went into a room together. We called the customer service line, and they took care of it within 30 minutes. They filed a claim on their end, and within a week, I was credited the temporary credit back of the dollar amount that I spent on the sneakers. Now, this was a temporary credit, as they have to give the merchant, aka PayPal, with Noah, 45 days to get back to the claim. So within 45 days, which actually ended up being about a week or two ago at the time of filming this video, the credit on the bank account was permanent and we were able to get our money back. Thank the Lord we were able to. We never received any shoes. I never received any correspondence from the seller, and I never received any correspondence from PayPal after the decision was made that the claim was denied either. So hopefully you're connecting the dots and you can see that there is a definite loophole in this goods and services paying for sneakers that we've been able to, unfortunately, been on the negative side of. Luckily, we were able to get out of it unscathed, but there was a definite scary moment for about 60 days where we had about $9,000 in limbo, which is very impactful to our business, but any business. $9,000 is an incredible amount of money. And we just wanted to say, we're very blessed to get past this, but we wanted to use this platform in this video to inform you guys about the issues that are going on right now, as it is getting scarier and scarier to have legit businesses that will send authentic product when they say they will. And we're just very blessed to say that we were able to get out of the situation without any major repercussions happening to us, at least financially, but we definitely learned a major lesson here that we wanted to share with you guys. In conclusion for this video, we just want to bring it all together and on a happy note, on a positive note, and just let you guys know that not everything is bad. There are still ways to buy sneakers a legit way with your money protected, and the toughest part is it's about trust. You have to know who you're putting your trust in. Selfishly, I hope that you guys continue to trust me. If you guys have shopped with me before, I'd love to hear your experiences down below in the comments. We have sold over 8,000 pairs of shoes, which I know is for some people a lot, and some people that's nothing at all, but we're very blessed for every single customer that we've had at Soul Swappin'. We sell on Instagram, whatnot, at shows as well, and we're really appreciative for every single person who has supported us, and we try to give everything we can back. We offer legit business, and I'm sure there are many other sellers that also do this. Not to say that everything is lost, but this sneaker community has gotten incredibly hard to find legit people. I've seen way too many Facebook call out posts in these groups of sellers that have been legit for years are now turning it into fake scammers, and I've seen it firsthand from this experience here. And it's a sad thing that young, old, new resellers, old resellers are all just trying to chase a dollar. And I would implore everyone to invest in themselves, invest in their brand and their name, and don't chase after the temporary money that maybe scamming someone would get you, and instead invest in the long-term trajectory of your business. The potential of hurting someone in a very permanent way, whether that's financially, emotionally, this is some really scary times right now. And I just want to let everyone know here that, I'll always take care of my customers. Not to say that, there aren't other ones out there that are also very legit, but just know that at Soul Swappin', we will always take care of you. Thank you so much for the love and support, everyone. If you guys haven't subscribed, you definitely need to go hit that subscribe button. It's a little bit of a different video for you guys, but we wanted to shed some light on something that could save you guys in the future when you are buying sneakers. So we appreciate your time, and hopefully this was a good video for you guys to take in some information, and let us know what you think about it all in the comments down below. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and we'll see you guys in the next video.